Hey guys, John K. Techhead. I'm doing second video the second day. That's a little bit weird for my standards, but I've got so many replies and even a video response from James Battery regarding my concern, my whole mood of not listening to records. Guys, first of all, thank you for the replies because I'm already feeling much better today. Somehow you inspired me on spin some records today, and it felt very good. Let me be clear on something. It's not that I'm totally not enjoying music or I'm thinking to selling my collection or anything like that. But my point of collecting, because of my work in a record store, because I'm owning a record store, changed. Imagine that I'm after big collections, to buy big collections at the moment, and I'm feeling the need to buy a huge collection. Imagine yourself if you ever buy, let's say, 1,000 records at once. Even if you decide to keep 20 or 30 or 50 records for yourself, just to play them a little bit and then decide if you really want them or not. It's a huge amount of records plus the new records that are coming in my shop, and it's a good thing. So it's a dream. It was a dream for me, and I'm sure that it is a dream for every record collection. But there are also some disadvantages on this, apart from spending money. The whole psychology, things that I talked about in my previous video. Anyway, guys, really appreciate your replies. Thank you for the comments. I think that I'm feeling the need of doing some videos and talk a little bit more about record collecting, records, hype, and everything. Please check out James Battery replies, because he also pointed a very interesting issue regarding the hype of the reissues, and every month there are different records with the hidden gem from Japan or what kind of music, and we're always buying these reissues and we never stop. But I will leave all this conversation for another topic. I think I will have to do more videos regarding topics and speaking videos, apart from showing you records. But I've got 11 or 12 records here that I want to share them with you, because I didn't make a vinyl update in the last 2 months or something, and there are lots of records, lots of good stuff that I want to share with you. First of all, this is an electronic record, but as you can hear, with some spiritual, jazzy elements, but there are also some electronic meets jazz tracks on this thing. This record is reissued. It's not an old one, but it was out of print and they pressed some more copies from an artist called Tenderlonius. On flute, this is the name of the EP. Yeah, it's a 6-tracker, I think, mini album, whatever. Check this record out. Fantastic, killer electronic meets jazz, meets spirituality, and meets flute playing. Let me give you a couple of more needle drops. It's not exactly jazz, but and you can also check out even more records from this guy, because I have to buy more stuff by Tenderlonius, for sure. Yeah, I'm trying to be selective, and maybe this way it's easier for me if I doing only one vinyl update. The thing that I was talking about grails yesterday, I received a personal grail of mine, Circus Town, name of the EP. What's the name of the artist? Come on. Tatsuro Yamashita, Japanese version. I think there's only exist in a Japanese version. And if you like jazz funk music, you need and you don't know this record. This is my favorite, or at least one of my favorites, jazz records, jazz funk records. Uh, I have to needle drop you this. There are plenty of great tracks, but there are a couple that, yeah. Circus Town. You know, that jazz funk with Japanese lyrics and some softer tracks on the second side. Killer record on the pricey side, but money that you will not regret spending. Um, Excellent. Talking about James Battery, I've got an Australian record with me, reissue, and yeah, a fantastic album from Australia, original recording in 1976 with beautiful covers of Curtis Mayfield, Marvin Gaye, and James Brown, remastered on and deluxe version. I just wrote you the hype sticker. This is a good soul album. Yeah, I like her voice. If you like soul music, I'm not gonna say that it's the best soul album ever made, but you know, it's this thing with the expensive original reissue, a good soul record for sure from Australia. Sue Berker, out on Hot Casa, which mostly they're doing African reissues. This is a soul LP. Hope that the music is loud enough and you can hear it because my girlfriend is sleeping in the other room. I don't want to wake her up.
And they all start off for your place, looking eager for a fight. And I'm untrue when we're apart.
I didn't needle drop you the covers of Marvin Gaye and Curtis Mayfield, which they are the highlights actually on this record, but check them out. Sue Berker, the name of the artist. You can still find copies of this reissue out on Hot Casa Records. I only played this record once, some weeks ago, and yeah, a good soul album. I don't know if you're familiar with, probably you are, but I think it's one of the highlights for sure of 2016 and hip hop record, the Tribe Called Quest, The Return. What can I say about this? We got it from here. Thank you for your service is the name of the album. Usually when it comes to bands that are returning after many years, I'm always, you know, thinking that they're not gonna do a great record, but this record is a Tribe Called Quest record and it's great. Very nice album with lots of political lyrics and, you know, a good hip hop record released in 2016, how it should be. This is what this thing is. A Brazilian record, just try to be a little bit selective from the pile here. Diana also bought this. Hello, Diana. Uh, from an artist that I really like, and you know how I am with Brazilian records. I'm not gonna little drop you this, but this is Marcos Valle album reissue on Light in the Attic Records, out on Odeon originally. And yeah, this is same title, Marcos Valle. Uh, Very good album, very good Brazilian record. In my top three favorites of his. It's not easy to find a bad Marcos Valle LP, but this thing is one of my favorites. I'm not gonna drop you this because you know Marcos Valle, but I had to show you this a Brazilian record at least in my video. Now, something that I've got it in with a little bit surface noise, but I've got it for cheap because usually it is a 50 to 70 euro record, and this is from Joy Beats Diverse Resource. This is instrumental hip hop beats, and it's great killer. I will give you some little drops on this thing. If you can find it cheaply, I'm not sure that it's a record that you have to pay 60 or 70 euros, but if you can find it, especially in the US, for $20-25, if you can find it, it's a fantastic. Yeah, you got the point. Check it out more with more time. I don't want to spend so many time with the needle drops. Joy Beats, highly recommended instrumental hip hop beats record. Now, another grail that I managed to find a good deal for it and bought it. I only spin it once and not even fully. Imagine the thing that I was talking about. I'm buying so many stuff and stuff that I'm wanting for so many years and I can't enjoy them. But this is a fantastic synth pop album by Wilma Lin. I think she's a Swedish artist, and yeah, this is so erotic, so chill, so melodic. If you can find this for cheap, well, for a reasonable price, it's not gonna be cheap. Please grab it. Virnalit Siver. In some points it reminds me musically only, not of the French band Air. Let me play you a little bit more from my favorite song of the LP. it was a grail. Hopefully, I will manage to listen it fully soon. But you know, if someone of you enjoy it, hopefully I helped. Well, how many more? I've got four more. I will show you this one. This was a record store day reissue from, I don't know, 2 years ago or 3 years ago, can't remember. But this is Back to the Rhythm by Akira Ishikawa. This is a jazz funk with some organ playing. I'm a little bit bored by organ jazz at the moment. I overheard it, I overbought the genre, so much records, but this one has some very interesting covers by very famous songs like Bongo Rock, Do It Till You're Satisfied, I Shot the Sheriff, the reggae song, and yeah, but minty mint condition. I can't resist with those records. I'm not gonna needle drop you this, but please do. Yeah. Another one that is starting to becoming expensive. I still think that you can buy in some record stores this record for reasonable money, and if you want to do it, please do it now because it's gonna be extremely expensive in the future. This is part one of the Igress same title record. Italian reissue, great record. I will give you some little drops on this, but please buy it now because you will regret it later. There is also a version 2 or I don't know, another album by them released. It's a black cover, it's different. I like this one more. You know, that typical Italian some more needle drops. Ex-Junkie NL, if you don't have this. I know you love Italian records. Well, Italian records, while I'm watching your videos, my friend, are always something that I want to buy more, but you know how it is with the wish lists and everything. And lately I'm a little bit over addictive, and I'm starting to collecting more passionately Exotica Records, which in most of the cases are not that expensive in US, but if you're living in Europe, I bought quite a lot of them, but I'm only gonna show you this one, Martin Denny, Quiet Village. I also bought his famous Exotica recording, but I'm showing you this as a less well-known, album. If you like Exotica music, this is a very relaxing, weird, not hard to listen, but weird listen. But will get you into the right exotic mood for a cocktail or something, with lots of animal sounds and samples on it, like most of the Exotica Records. Yeah, lots of Exotica Records and spacey 8s jazz lately for me. Um, yeah, you're getting the point. Martin Denny is a major artist for Exotica Records, and he's got lots of good records. I just chose this for some reason. Whoa, 20 minutes already. Final record, promise. Casino versus Japan, their issue, electronic record. It's called Go Hawaii and is great electronic reissue, double LP, gatefold, matte paper sleeve, heavy pressing, sounds great, reminds me a little bit of Boards of Canada, so if you like this kind of ambient electronica, I guess, yeah, then you are in the right place. A couple of needle drops, highly recommended electronic album. Just want to show you one, I think, electronic album. With this, chaotic Boards of Canada kind of feel on it. Casino versus Japan. Yeah, I think I will stop the video and I will give this again full spin. Great, amazing electronic record. Guys, thank you for your replies once again. Keep them coming. I think it's an interesting discussion, especially for the guys that owning big collections or working in the music industry or whatever. It's a little bit specialized, but when it becomes a problem for us, vinyl community is the place to discuss apart from sewing records. But I'm not feeling good just to make a discussion and not share some of my records, some of the things that I'm buying. Yeah, that's all. Thank you for watching, and thank you for the replies, and hopefully see you soon. Love you guys.